Hello everybody, welcome to Season 48, the year that Zons win Chalice. We've got the first round match between Artemis Black, it says Artemis, but it's Artemis's alt account, with his Amazons versus Toto Frias with Chaos. In the booth with me is Moridamn, hello.
Hello.
Art is not trying to win Chalice with Zons, Art was just trying to farm his win rate with Zons, and he got the #1 win rate with Amazons over 100 matches, which is about 89%, because Amazons are pretty ridiculous, and he's made a pretty amazing team here. Like, this is actually a really good Chalice team as well, right? There's loads of guard. We've got 2 stat freaks. It's actually just a sick team, and he's actually the one down TV here getting a babe. Chaos team's pretty good. It doesn't have reserves, and all the claws are wasted. So I think the Zons are favourite here. TBH, no piling on, only 1 tackle. There you go.
Yeah. Well, 2 tackle, but the one's a stripper.
Yeah, one's a rackle strip, which is basically irrelevant.
Yeah.
There's a rackle, there's another rackle. So he's got 2 racklers. So he actually has got players that can get the Zons down, to be fair. And he's got a move 8 ball carrier. Oh no, he's not his minus move as well. Sad.
Gross. Oof.
A once movement 8 ball carrier, which is sick. Yeah, aside from the other 2, 1 tackle that can hurt things, right? You know what I mean. As Zons, you don't like the attrition, right? And then so 1 mighty blow tackle.
The other ones are going to go for the ball, and that's basically it. Maybe base some down design so they can't dodge away, but
yeah. And he's got some mighty blow guys, but not too much. It's a pretty bad Chaos team, to be honest.
It's kind of sad that the first and instant Kaz was against Art's DP, because I would have loved to. He would have been throwing fouls. 2 bench and with the 11-man Chaos, no bench. Like, it could have been a fun game, but apparently Toto doesn't want front, so shame.
Wow. Also can't power on 3 dice. Comedy mega.
Absolute shitta.
Yeah, this is actually a real, like, honestly, if anyone can win Chalice, well, it'd be Core. With Zons, maybe it's this team with Artemis.
It'll be Art not trying. That's Art not trying to win Chalice will win Chalice with them.
Yeah, there's a chance. There really is a chance. This is our year.
Yeah, they are a great team. They've got lots of stat ups. They've got a good developed team. They just have to not die.
Yeah, and like they're super TV efficient, so like you could easily get Roxana and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and a pretty weak draw.
As they don't take a ton of attrition during any single game. They're probably the favorite every game.
Yeah.
Can they survive? The gauntlet.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that is the thing. Like, they've got a pretty weak draw, and their only real threat in the semis would be Chunter, I think, with his Nurgle team. And I think there's obviously a good chance Chunter doesn't make it there to the semi, and then so I think there's a good chance, and there's a good chance that Try doesn't make it the final. So there's a good chance they can ignore the 2 biggest obstacles, which is looking like the potential semi and final. If they can ignore those 2, then they could definitely, it's a very favourable draw, I would say.
Chunter's Nurgle team would be devastating against this, like with his fucking tentacle spam. It would just be horrific.
Yeah. Have not cast Chunter's a game yet. No, Russell. There are creepy chorfs in his bracket, is there? Well, I didn't notice them. I did the draw. I thought this looked a good draw for Art. Dimmy did Chunter's game, didn't he, live?
Yeah, did.
I'm trying to do them in chronological order-ish. So, also because they delete the replays after a week and stuff, don't they? So, it's better to try and get them done in order so that you don't get a replay deleted.
Yep.
pow. But again, the Rackle. So, being able to use the Rackle to get a knockdown. And I know he rolled a full pow anyway, but... So, like, there is some use to the other tackles, but obviously the main thing is the Mighty Blow tackle is what Art cares about, isn't it?
Mighty Blow tackle would have got a removal there, just quietly.
Yeah, it would have been a KO. Is this guy going to get surfed? Probably not, it's turn 5. But this is still a good trade for Art, isn't it? The Warriors here. Oh well, gets powered. So one Warrior can run away. Oop. Instant double skulls!
Could almost hear the really game from here.
Yeah, actually was instant as well. Pretty good. I would want him screened. So presumably this guy's going to end screened. But it doesn't look like he's ending screened, does it?
No.
Because surely this guy's going to go over there. I thought he'd have pushed more, so I'm a bit surprised there. I would have expected to push a little bit further down there. I feel like he's left. Maybe it's just the door a little too ajar down this sideline.
Maybe it's a bait.
Maybe it's trap space.
I'm not sure. I like trap space against a 2 heads movement 7. Well, movement 7. I was gonna say movement 8, but he was move busted.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tragedy, the move bust, isn't it? Movement 8 is insane.
Yeah, it really is. Like, movement 7 is just out of reach of, like, an okay one-turner. But, like, movement 8, well, it's a little more reasonable.
Yep. Sick.
Which is precisely why you don't one-turn on goblins. You just throw a dude.
Yep. Hits with a warrior, terrible idea, but gets the double skull, gets the both down. But I would hit with a beastman, right? So you can reposition the warrior. That's so much better, getting the warrior in.
Yeah.
Than getting the beastman over. Because he puts him there, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could have been the warrior there. Even if you wanted that square, it could have been a warrior strength 4.
And it's based on like the one consistently able to dodge piece as well. But it's edge 4 piece. Who cares?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Russell. See, maybe this is why I'm not as good as Mr. Page. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. He does have mighty blow.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, if I had blocked with a warrior, I wouldn't have gotten the knockdown because I'd have just taken them both down. Whereas if I had blocked with a beastman, I would have rolled the both down and had to re-roll it and then got the pow. So I would have only powered him with the beastman. Funnily enough, the lack of block would have led to a knockdown for me. Well, there you go, removal there.
Yeah, it's a great one too.
And still just leaving the door open. I mean, I quite like taking a touchdown here if I'm the Chaos. Like, I don't fancy.
I'm not sure you even need to though. Like, I mean, he brought a guy back, which I wouldn't have done.
No, I hate how he's played this, but I wouldn't mind just scoring. Like, I really wouldn't mind. Like, I don't like Art's strategy here, but I guess this is what works, like, on ladder most of the time, right? But
see, I think he could have really stalled that out another turn.
Yeah, but I still don't care about scoring because Zons aren't going to score in 2 turns probably, are they?
They might though. They got that edge 4 movement 7.
Yeah. Well, that's all, and they've got loads of guard, but still, they're mostly movement 6.
I think it was just so easy to stall there that I would have done it.
Yeah.
Like, just what's the one the farthest up's on, and you can just screen it fully off. And you've got 2 heads. You can always dodge. It's a 2+.
Yeah.
With a reroll.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the strategy. From Ard. I thought he should have played harder defense, especially as he wasn't getting anyone removed. But it's given him a 2-turn chance, which might work. I think that kind of position would have been a lot better, like, a couple of turns earlier. So that, if he had stalled it, if he had scored it, you'd have had a better chance to score. And if he had stalled it, you would have, you might have got him in more trouble. Yeah, I don't think it was that easy to stall. Like, I thought he was, Art was going to make it hard the next turn. But so I would have been okay scoring as the chaos there.
It's kind of made the hits in such a way that it's blocked his path to get a scoring threat.
Yeah. Yes, they set up to make it easier for Artemis to score because they felt sorry for him. And of course, if they'd been up here, this would have been a 4. This would have been a 4+3+. So they just made them 3+s just to make it easier for him.
You can be mine.
Very
nice of them.
Yep. Hello, Spokebearer. Thank you very much for the raid. Hello, Spokebearer viewers, and of course, Mr. Toto himself, Kalon. Glorious. Time for another 1 in 9. Perfect timing. But, this was... Yeah, he should have been 1 square forward, shouldn't he? And then...
Is the ball far enough forward? Like, the ball's not even picked up.
No, he should have picked up the ball, shouldn't he? Should have picked up the ball before doing 1 in 9 dodges.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a throw now. Instead of...
Yeah.
Like, you already had 4 scoring threats. Why make a 1 in 9? We can just go pick the ball up.
Yeah, I think you dodge the edge 4 first, right? You dodge the edge 4 first through. Maybe he was going to pass it directly to the edge 4.
I still would have done that before making that 3+ dodge then. Because it made it way harder than I had to by not picking the ball up.
Yeah, I wonder what his plan was. I would have definitely just picked up the ball, and then...
I'd have picked it up and just moved up and then thrown it the next turn.
Yeah.
And by not moving that person he did move, if he had just left them where they were, he would have had the ball screened as well. So he could have picked it up and moved quite a bit forward.
Yeah.
On the end of the right side, obviously. You don't want to go left with that 2-head dude. But yeah, I think that was... I don't just think that was not good. I think that was shit. I think that was shit.
Terrible! What the fuck are you doing?
If Artemis had watched someone else do what he did, he would have been fucking ranting.
Yeah. What are you doing? A bloody 1 in 9 dodge. I haven't even picked up the ball. Yeah, you can hear him saying it, can't you? You absolutely would have been.
Like he's here in the room with us.
Yeah. So there you go. Oh, and then he dodges off tackle.
Yeah, which probably not the best move.
1 in 9 anyway. Another 1 in 9. Really good.
Yeah, I think he made that way harder than he had to.
Yeah, it's not his real name, but it's the name that he's gone by for a long time. Yeah. Hello, Kalon. Yep, it is Artemis's game.
I don't know if anyone knows Art's real name. I don't know if he's ever shared that or not.
He has done, yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, he
confirmed it's not Art.
He makes no secret of his real name. He's mentioned it a few times. Yeah. I don't think it's like that. I think it's more like Damion somehow, like E-O-N, I think it is. So there you go. I think you're both wrong. I don't know though, but it's something like that, yeah.
It's not just his Blood Bowl name backwards.
What, Black Artemis?
Black Artemis. No, that's a superhero name.
Yeah, and it's funny, isn't it? Because the sculptor is called Kev White, and then they were black and white miniatures or something at one point, which is pretty cool, isn't it? I like. But he's been Artemis Blacks for a while. Was like his shops. His shop was Artemis Blacks, and they did like something black and white, which is pretty cool, seeing as just randomly he had met him after he'd already called himself Artemis Black. Why is he going 3 squares back? Does he think like Artemis has mummies or something? He did it on the 2-turn stop, and now he's doing it here as well.
I don't know. It's a bit strange.
He's scared of the double quick snap.
Like, the only reason you go that far back is against, like, elves if you're trying to protect a piece, but it's Zons and your chaos.
Yeah.
So.
Or like mummies, right? Mummies is a good one to be 3 back like this.
Oh, yeah, because they have to GFI to hit.
Yeah. It was a pretty good LOS, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
So now it's overtime at best for Art, which is probably not what he wants, because there is a lot of mighty blow on the chaos. They can roll powers.
He did actually go get the ball this time as well.
Yeah, at least he picked up the ball. Yeah. Yeah, Chorse, so they can like somebody with a slow kill. I mean, well then you'd go 4 back right against Chorse, maybe potentially. But so if you're 3 away, at least they'd have to go 3 and then hit you, and then they wouldn't be able to go run away, or they'd have to GFI away. So very rarely would you want to be 3 back like that. It's odd. It's definitely odd.
Yeah. I would go 3 back as goblins against Amazons, but that's because that's the right distance to have the chainsaw in the middle and out of range without some crazy dodges. But, that is not this.
No. Yeah, like it's harder for anyone to get back after blitzing, like, but it's just generally not really worth it, is it? Like it's just weird. It's weird now, and like I guess Zons are slow, so they can go 3, 4, 5, 6, but they can still get back. Bulls can get back fine. It's just weird. Weird to do it, especially the chevrons, because it just made it too easy to go through the middle. Way too easy to go through the middle. Like it's just weird to be 3 back. It doesn't really serve a purpose. Like in the rule of 5, it's just weird that it's 3 back. But it was really bad for the chevrons. Yeah. Well, here we go. We're getting rowdy here. 2 players forward, including a Rackler. But Art can just bang people out, can't he? Probably.
Hopefully. I actually want to see Art in this game.
I want to see him win Chalice.
I mean, yeah, I want to see him win Chalice just so Dimmy's wrong about something. But
the dream of Dimmy being wrong about something.
It's only a dream, though.
Yeah, the ball carrier exposed was a bit. I mean, I guess it's him or somebody else, isn't it? Wow. It's not easy for the... oh god, he's hitting a wrestler. Doesn't 1 in 9. Unbelievable. Every fucking time I blitz a wrestler, I 1 in 9. But of course not. Full pow. And a stun. But, it's hard because he can't really like just all mans him because obviously he's down players and there's so much guard on the zone, so it is pretty tricky defense for the Chaos. Wants to engage to make use of his mighty blow, but difficult. Yeah, despite having 4 strength up, guys, it's difficult. Yeah, this is an instant 2D, isn't it, from the mighty blow?
Yep.
Due to the other warrior not having guard.
Jugs, it's a great skill.
Yeah, some people think that. I mean, it's kind of alright. It's the best skill that you can never take, isn't it? Basically. Yeah.
It's okay to have a Jugs player. You don't want like a bunch of them, but one of them isn't too bad.
It's just hard. It's just the only problem is, like, it's a fine skill to have. It's just the, what's it called, opportunity cost, isn't it? Like that could have been a piling on.
It's true.
Or a guard. And mighty blow and piling on and tackle and guard are all just, and block are all just so good. It makes it very hard to take Juggernaut. Ever.
Yep. Unless you're a big guy.
Yes.
Jugs is usually on trolls. If I don't roll a double, it's usually the first thing I take on my first troll level up.
Yeah. Yeah, big guys are a bit dodgy, and I'd take it on troll slayers, right? Mighty blow, piling on, Juggernaut is fine because you've got enough tackle on the rest of the team.
Yeah.
He doesn't really need stand firm or guard if he's just going to blitz every turn and pile on every turn. I don't really like moving this guy up here. In fact, I hate that. Makes the centre super weak. Super weak. And that was an awful move. Imagine if this Rackle is here. Like, how much better is his defense? And like, what's it doing? It's tagging a random dude. That's so bad. That is really bad, I think.
Ooh, a oneer.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's got a lot of players tied up here, right? And he's going to dodge off tackle, but he's taken that lifeline where that guy was. Well, that guy was where this guy wasn't.
Some unfortunate block dice there. The ones that mattered. Those are the important ones.
Oh, he just goes over here.
And there it is. We talked shit about it, but that time.
It gets the. Well, he would have won in 9 anyway. But I don't know. I still think it was better to have a guy here.
Oh, I mean, yeah. It was definitely bad. It just, worked out. Instance.
And there we go. Instant 2D on the ball.
You get it the first time. Gets it the second time.
And catches it.
Disgusting. Just fucking disgusting.
Boy, howdy. Will it be another first round exit for Artemis?
It could be.
It really could, yeah. A few more pals. Any removals would help. That was weird from Toto Frias because he got into a good spot and like there was really that was a really tough turn, but somehow, oh wow, that was a real unlucky dub score with 2 players ready to move. Like, to say he's men down, right? The Chaos are men down and got the Zons into a really bad spot, didn't they? Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's an easy 2 dice here.
Instant.
Yep.
Yeah, because he didn't get the knockdowns, wasn't it, Razzle? That was the problem, I think. So he changed his mind halfway through.
Yeah, he needed either the warrior or that goat to get knocked down.
Yeah.
The ball someone didn't get it.
Yeah, when he didn't knock them down, he had to moan for a bit and then go there. I mean, he could have done, yeah. But it's just a 2+, isn't it? Yeah, but he wanted to go through the middle because again, so maybe it was like, you know, that guy, that wrestler that was over here. If he'd kept the centre safe, then he would have pushed the side, wouldn't he? So actually, maybe that was a bit of a trap move by leaving the centre weak, because that did encourage, like, I'd try to go through the centre. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, he definitely changed his mind of getting the push. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, no doubt he changed his mind. That was not his original plan. If his plan was to set up over there, I don't think he would have. He wouldn't have dodged people through up the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, that was brutal. The dub skulls was brutal, because if that dub skulls doesn't happen, then, you know, these two guys do something down there, and then, as it happened.
Yeah.
As it happened, it didn't happen, I guess.
Alright, Art, move your 2 fucking Zons.
Yeah, yeah.
Cover the ball before you throw these stupid fucking 2 dice. Because these 2 dice don't matter. Except to keep your team alive. And the other 2 are moving up anyway.
Oh, he can get a surf now, though, can't he, by being greedy?
Still
He could have done
that. Still don't like it.
No. No, I would have rather just moved those 2 to screen instantly. An full instant screen. It does look like OT now, yeah. Terrible! Maybe, Chavita, maybe. Maybe Zons could do it.
We can only hope. Zons are probably the best team that hasn't won Chalice, or even have they even made it to the finals?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they might, Bezel. I think they might.
Yeah, I think they got a chance. Worst team to win Chalice. I mean, Brett's. The Berts have won Chalice once.
Yeah, they've won it twice.
Yeah, they were good Berts teams.
I'm going to find everyone who plays Norse in real life and just beat them to within an inch of their fucking life.
Oh yeah, Norse were a real bad one.
Yeah.
Flipping Norse. But then they had the advantage of playing versus a terrible coach, didn't they?
I think the funniest, it wasn't the final game, but I think the funniest game I've seen in any Chalice ever was when Dwarves lost to Halflings.
Nice.
And we all laughed.
I mean, it depends how you define worst team, right? Do you mean the actual team, or do you mean the race? Like, do you know what I mean? Because when it comes to individual teams, then yeah, the one that won last time was a pretty weak team, wasn't it?
Sounds like my dinner's done, Jim. So you're on your own for the overtime. I'm gonna eat some bacon and a full English breakfast for dinner.
Wow. Well,
I know. Imagine having a wife cook amazing food for you.
That sounds pretty glorious. Well, see you later, Moridamn. Cheers for being on.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, race, then probably Norse. Yeah, Bert's. But Bert's won it when there were less races anyway, right? So Bert's has already got an asterisk behind their, behind their wins anyway, right? You could almost say that Bert's haven't won because they won when there was like eight races or whatever. Yeah, there was Chunter versus Sparky, and Sparky's team was like about 3 players. Yeah, foiled yet again. There's top 12 teams. They released it. Norse are not top tier. No. Norse humans, pro elves, and birds of all one. They're all pretty rubbish. Though to be fair, humans not that bad. I guess humans are the best of those. Then you've got birds, Norse, and pros, and obviously pros are better than the others. So you've got birds or Norse. It's been the worst team that's won it.
How are things?
Oh, things are fine, thanks. Hello.
Good man. Yeah, grand, yeah. Sorry, I realised that Moridamn's leaving and I said, fuck it, I'll jump in.
Glorious.
I was only sitting there watching it anyway. You're very welcome. And hello to all the Irish lads who came over with Spork Bear on the raid. We were watching a fantastic game earlier on. Shavide was playing Rylia in the final of the Arab Blood Bowl League's second cycle. Congratulations again to Shavide on winning it.
Glorious.
Super game. But yeah. And who could turn down the opportunity to make fun of Artemis, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What about the non-Irish lads who came over? Good fun. I like that you embraced the Mr. Toto avatar. By the way, on that stream, I saw that and thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, very good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks. It's on my Discord profile and everything now as well. That exact one because I want to be consistent.
Brilliant.
Yeah, fair play.
So Chaos won the toss, but only 9 players. But it's interesting, isn't it?
He's been a bit banged out here, Toto. I only caught the last 10 minutes of the second half, but yeah. How's he played overall?
Fine. I'd say both have played fine, and the dice have been fine. And
okay, good. That's kind of what you want. Banger Tina 2 is a pretty fucking fantastic name. Well done, Toto.
Yeah.
On having a legit team name. I'm not going to comment on Artemis's one. I think that was a Dimmy joke as well, wasn't it? About something about.
Was it?
It might have been Chunters actually. A joke about the sound that they make being the sound of stuck stepsisters in washing machines. Yeah. Not that I'd know what that reference is relating to at all.
Of course not. At all.
At all. There you go. I was just going to say it once, and then I went. I reckon if I say it twice, he'll say it back to me. Is there an echo in here? Is there?
How is there still 12 Amazons available? It's a good question. I mean, I guess they just haven't.
Crazy.
They've got all the guard, haven't they? And the Chaos have been the ones having to engage to try and make things happen.
Yeah. I suppose he's going to have a fight at some stage, though. And overall, I mean, yeah, it's a tricky one for Chaos, right? Because tackle is such a luxury. You just have to kind of rely on 3 dice. And when they've got that much guard, that's not easy to come by either.
It's not easy to get 2 dice.
Yeah.
All the time.
Facts, yeah.
The good players exposed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty massive.
To be fair, he's not that good. He's he's not, he's got all the guards, hasn't he? But it's.
I suppose the thing is that if you were to try to go through that, you'd end up being a bit stuck too, because you're not really getting any more purchase through, are you? No, not with that now.
I'd take it for a turn, but yeah, he's obviously just going to blitz this guy anyway. And this guy's better anyway, guard. Mighty blow, stand firm.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No, he's not. Relying on the 2 heads to get himself away?
And relying on this power that he didn't roll.
Yeah.
And this block that he can't make. Oh,
he
God.
Can't because it's wrestle. Yeah, this is all kinds of trouble now. And gets him anyway. He's a bit of trouble here.
Especially if he rolls a 1. How do you not just smash him with 9-blow tackle, honestly?
I have no idea whatsoever why you wouldn't go for that.
He's potatoed.
Oh, no! Oh, that's not great either.
What are you doing? You can move this guy to here and this guy to here and then stand there. What is this?
I have no idea. How far around can that... is he going to dodge that off? He has to make this GFI with the warrior now, right?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
I mean, does that just go for the dodge in 1D, maybe?
There might be a chain either, Jim. Oh, no, because she's on the ground.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
This is, I think this is a fine Surf attempt,
plus,
right?
yeah,
Just get loads of shit back, and then
yeah.
and then go for the surf. Oh, he's not doing that.
Oh, so you would have dodged in beside the warrior? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I would have dodged in there and gone for the 1D surf.
Yeah.
Well, I would have thought about it, but obviously
For
once
sure.
he moved that edge forward, he was not going for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not saying I would have done it, but I would definitely thought about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, typical Artemis play there, rolling bad dice.
But yeah, this is safer, isn't it? But like, you could have done most of this.
Oh, much safer, yeah. But
you could have done most of this and then just had a shot at the 1D serve.
Mm-hmm. It's all a bit stymied in his progression,
I guess,
which is frustrating.
Yeah. Art's got the Kequity, right? 2 more rerolls, so I guess he doesn't... It's not that urgent to try and get the stop, but the thing is, from experience in the Chalice, having more rerolls is not the best way to win overtime. So, the best way to win overtime is to get the touchdown. So I did actually play quite aggressive going for the win in overtime, and, managed to get him, turned over and nearly scored. So I think the fact that he kind of has to turn him over, realistically, he kind of has to turn him over to win. But now, now he's down to 0 rerolls. Now Artemis has got a 3 reroll advantage, so maybe he can just...
yeah, it's pretty massive, isn't it?
Now.
Cripes, he still needs some dodges off here, yeah. And he's left the back of the cage wide open.
Yeah, the back door is open.
With the wrestle being there as well and dodging off that, you'd be wondering whether he would have been better off putting more real estate into the back of the cage than the front. Because at least had the front corner covered, and they're very slow, the Amazons.
They are. But look at the last turn. This guy could have been cast by this guy, but instead he didn't do that blitz and potatoed and got himself into this position. So I think this stems from the previous turn being bad.
Yeah, I concur. I suppose, you're not wrong, Razzle, right? But I mean, it's important to remember that Chaos trying to knock down Zons is not a plan. That's not going to happen. You can't. Rolling sixes is nice. It's not a plan. They're a very frustrating race to play against because you just don't have any tackle. I mean, this team has more tackle than you'd expect a Chaos team to have.
Yeah. And now he's in all kinds of trouble, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And it's really difficult to try to get this ball back as well because there's only so much oh, Jesus.
Skulls. He's so
dead. Yeah, well, he's got less tackle now, I'm telling you.
Yeah. He's been a little bit diced as Toto Frias here.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
And now easy clears, edge 4 with sure hands pick up, and should be an easy win for Artie.
You'd hope so. Yeah. Jeez, he's really piling on these injuries as well. So, I mean, armor 8 does break, right? But maybe not this much.
Yeah, that's a good point, Harley boy. Yeah.
Yeah, fair play. I think. Well, come here. You've probably watched more of the game than I have, Razzle. So I'll take your word on it. I haven't seen enough for me to make that type of judgment. But most of the time, when people say Comedy Mega, I think they're joking.
Yes, they are. Or they just have different standards, right? At the end.
Indeed.
Of the day.
Yeah, like the Daedal approach of I was playing orcs with my wood elves and he outcast me, and I'm like, yes. What's your point? It's like, oh well, I wasn't getting enough attrition. What are you talking about? You're playing orcs, man. Some perspective here. But Eric, we all kind of can get involved in the game that we're playing as well, and not really see the wood for the trees. I think.
Yeah.
Nice foul.
Sometimes, though, if you can't see the wood for the trees, it's because you haven't got a diamond axe to farm them with.
Hey, that's a Minecraft joke for anybody there. Yeah. To remind us that we were talking about Minecraft as well. Any mentions of penises do, of course, refer to Minecraft penises and not actual penises.
Yeah.
So when Jim says he set up a server for everybody to go and look at his penis and gather resources for his penis, he's definitely talking about Minecraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just think, if there's any lawyers asking. Right? Yeah. It's wink, wink, wink. It's the third eye winking at you, Shavita, is the issue, you know?
Oh, dear me.
So, yeah, I mean, the shape is pretty good here. I think Toto did well enough to kind of get himself a little bit back in it, but you know, it's tricky when you've no re-rolls as well, but you still have to roll those dice to kind of get yourself back across. I think an old GFI might have helped, but I mean, then you're still just turning it into a 1 in 9 for one girl to get off, or you're just changing the points of attack to something else. So.
Well, hey, get off. It's over, isn't it? It's over. It's just too easy to get everything back.
And Artemis is too much of a pro for him to not take advantage like this.
Yeah.
Lovely dodge there. Not suffering from a bit of over-blocking, making sure that he does the correct moves instead of taking the hits.
Yep. I would have rather had this one here.
And then, especially with this having to do the 4-3 out, I think it's better. But then having that stand firm there after doing the 4-3 is obviously stronger.
Yes, yeah. But I just think it's better to have this one there first. But again, it doesn't.
I concur.
You know, who can say what's right or wrong, or good or bad?
Well, ordinarily we can say that, but considering it's Artemis, we can just call it shit and wrong. and you can take it up with whoever he wants to take it up with.
What a complete fucking moron!
This is what it feels like, man. This is what it feels like.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I like that dodge as well. I mean, it's what are you doing? Having to base up against the 4, but 2's happen, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
It is possible.
Punchy, scory. There you go. Yeah. Unbelievably, Art doesn't lose a playoff match.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't Stunties, which are, his nemesis.
That's true, yeah. That's true.
But well done to him.
Yeah, well played.
And, shame to see Toto go out. It was a lovely fella, Toto. Well done on getting to Chalice, buddy. I think it might have been only his first or second time.
Yeah.
So delighted for him to have got there.
Yeah, and he played mostly well as well. There was Art played a bad turn, I think, where he didn't pick up the ball and on the 2 turn, and I think maybe his Toto played that bad turn where he went to the right, and I guess maybe he's out with that where he changed. That's a bit harsher on Art with the one where he changed plans, but that move towards the sideline by Toto I think was a bit bad, and obviously he got a bit bad dice. But there you go. Good game. Congratulations, Art. Commiserations, Toto, Frias. Thank you very much, Moridamn, who was here for a bit, and Kalon, who was here for a bit. Thank you very much, guys.
You're very welcome.
And stay fantastic. Leave a like and subscribe. The end.